So I just woke up to some craziness.
Why did you say you were gonna my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay, I can leave the. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
We'll take the dogs and leave. You're asking the question. I'm telling you, and you're interrupting my like telling you, literally.
What are you saying? You just told me you were gonna dogs, so I didn't do a 24-hour stream.
Nope, did not say that. Now you're just being a liar.
I'm not
I said I'm going to tell you what I said.
First of all, I just want to point out that this man is clearly a clown. I hate when people talk to others like that. Like, I told you what you wanted to do. Like, first of all, it's not a child. This is a grown adult. And you shouldn't even speak to your children like that. The fact that he's doing that tells you very clearly how he views this woman, and that is really insane to me. Then when she confronts him about threatening her dogs, he's like, I said I'm going to tell you what I said. So in other words, you probably did say that about her animals because your response didn't even make any sense.
Are you saying you did not say that?
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
What are you even talking about? You brought up the dogs out of nowhere.
Exactly.
So what point is there improving?
See? You're proving my point right now.
What? I'm asking you. I don't even understand what you're saying to me.
I know. That's my point. My point is, are you listening or not? If you're not, then get the...
I'm literally listening, but you're not making any sense.
Well, no, you're not listening because it makes perfect sense.
Now, I understand that we are not listening to the entirety of the call, but my man doesn't make sense. That's my point. My point is, I'm just thrown. I don't understand. Who is this man? Does anybody know? Like, I'm trying to find words to navigate what I'm listening to, and I can't because I don't even understand. It sounds like he just says a bunch of weird, confusing to manipulate and just keep things very confusing. Like, I don't really know. I'm just extremely happy when people like this start to get exposed because the person that's dealing with it, which is Amouranth, is just, it's so unfortunate to have to go through and live life like this. Like, I'm hoping, as much as this is going to shake things up for a while, I'm hoping that it's going to lead to a big change in her life because she seems like a good person. Like, this kind of stuff just really disgusts me.
The therapist even told him that it's a form of, like, psychological and that I'm basically living in a fancy prison, and then he was changed for a bit, and then the hot tub meta arose, and he was like, oh, this is an opportunity, and then he turned into an again when I agreed to commit to the grind because it was a good financial opportunity for us. I've been wanting to tell people that, like, let's just stream together. Just tell them that we're fucking married because it's like our relationship would be better if we just stream them and it's fighting all the time. But no, Mr. Don't say that because it's gonna ruin the business model. It's not time yet. Yourself. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna you anymore. You want me to tell them I'm single? It's about to be true.
That's wild to me because, yes, I understand that. Let's just say she comes out and says, I'm married. I have a husband. Here he is. Welcome. You know, let's just say that 50% of her viewer base left, which is not reasonable. That's not going to happen. She might lose a couple hundred people, but even then, as big as she is, let's just say she lost 50%. She's still at a life-changing level. She's still going to make life-changing money. Like, things aren't, you know what I'm saying? But then the relationship now can thrive. He could pop into the stream sometime. They could go out and stream them doing something and having a dope experience together. Like, their relationship will thrive. They'll still be able to make money. Like, everything would still work out. It makes you wonder if there's any other female streamers that are in a similar situation where it's literally was an idea amongst them and their husband, and it's just turned into them being the cash cow for the man to kind of supplement this life that he wants to live, and he puts himself in a position to manipulate and control everything. Like, that's why it's just wild to me. Like, I'm assuming at the very beginning of all of this, they sat down and decided, hey, we're going to do this streaming thing. Let's give it a shot, whatever. And it started to take off. And slowly but surely, he integrated himself into positions to where he could get control and manipulate and all that. It's unfortunate. I'm just trying to understand why you go down that path. I mean, let's be honest. She's a very gorgeous woman. She seems like an extremely nice woman. And she has the ability to make an insane amount of money. Like, she is a catch. Why anybody is going to approach it like this, man, I don't really understand. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with 1 million and I'm gonna take the rest because I worked harder than you. It's like, and if you don't agree, then I'm gonna burn it all in court. I'm gonna put it all in fucking crypto. Blah. Just always threats, always threats. All the accounts are like two-factor under his number and he has all like the login information of things, you know. It's like keeps you there with the fear and you fear that he's gonna do something to your animals. And then he's nice again.
And based on what she just said, as you can see, it's clear manipulation. Now, I'm sure there is going to be some comments online, not necessarily defending the husband, but maybe questioning Amouranth and saying, well, why does he have two-factor authentication on your accounts? Why does he have access to your money? Why is he in a position to be able to do what he's doing to you right now? And I don't know Amouranth, but I would almost guarantee it's like I had just said a minute ago in the beginning, they probably had an agreement that we're going to do Twitch. And it was a good, positive thing, and they're going to try to make money and change their lives. And in a situation like that, when it starts to happen, you're like, well, I have my significant other. We started this together. They could be my financial person. They can help me manage all of this, put all the stuff together. And sometimes that works out amazingly. But I would honestly tell people to never do that, because if it goes sideways or they end up being like this guy is, you end up in a situation like this where they're like, yo, I got control of your money. I might just go dump it all here. I could do this. And it's just, it's horrible. Yes, maybe you can go through legal matters to try to, get them in trouble, get something back, whatever. But like, is it, you know what I'm saying? Half the time you never get what you should get back. And then even if they do default in your favor, it's like, is he going to have the means to pay it? It just becomes very messy. So I don't blame her one bit for being in this position. I completely understand. In the moment, you have all this trust and love for this person and you don't see the end results at that time. It's something that you've just got to keep in mind going forward, that business and pleasure, there's a reason why they say you shouldn't mix them, right? It's tough because you'd like to think that your significant other is going to look out for you way better than some random person that you hire. But at the same time, if things turn toxic, they're going to go after you way more than any random person that you hire, right? So there's a very strong gift and a curse with that you got to be careful of. Now, there's two more clips that I'm going to share. One is a bunch of wild text messages that he was sending her, which in my opinion lets you know exactly where his mindset is. And then the last one is a very interesting one. It was the end of the stream. A friend stopped in, and we'll check that out in a minute, but I got some stuff I want to talk about with that.
The next time when I say plan, do it. Dumb fuck, do you understand like what plan talking about? It's like, fuck this, I'm calling you. So I disappeared from stream. Take a call. So I can't tell them I can't talk right now. We're getting Wi-Fi. I don't care. You get the call now. Last chance. About to dump your luggage. From my hotel room. But throwing your stupid merch off the balcony. Proceeding to ditch your stuff. You don't need the makeup or the live view, like the stream epic, or the clothes, huh? Deleting social media in 1 minute. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. About to shut down your bank account too. Lag is terrible. Stream is garbage. It's like, about to delete Twitter in 30 seconds. If you don't call me, my phone's literally off, right? I'm just like, it literally died. Gonna donate $250,000 to Polo Missy. It's like a bird sanctuary he likes.
This was the moment when I realized my man got small dick syndrome, because this is some weird stuff. Like, who just blasts text messages at somebody like this? Listen, if you've done this and you're watching my video, you don't gotta admit it in the comments. I apologize. As long as you acknowledged that you was a little wild and crazy and you've changed your ways, we could get past it. But this man is in the middle of it right now. So I'm just so blown away that this is how he, like, when you see the way he's approaching these text messages, he is not all there. This man is not with us. This is some of the wildest stuff ever, and I would have never, ever expected this, but I feel like this is what happens though, right? The things that you never expect come from the biggest people. The biggest streamers have some of the wildest stories. I feel so bad for Amouranth. Again, I really hope that this passes, and I'm happy that she's exposing this, and hopefully this speeds this process up and she gets on with her life, because she deserves so much better than this. But this last clip is interesting to me, and I want to talk about it a little bit.
Hello? I haven't gotten any calls. What are you talking about? Why would you ask if I'm taking...
So her stream ended with a woman asking her if she had taken her meds, and Amouranth looks at the stream and says, what are you talking about? And then it's kind of like, why would you ask if I've taken my meds, as she ends the stream? So Now, obviously, people are speculating, you know, what is she taking meds? What is she on? I want to put this out there very clearly. Regardless of what medication she's taking, it does not change anything that we've watched in any of these videos, because I don't want someone to try to scapegoat this man over some weird stuff. I'm going to assume that the meds that they're talking about potentially could be like anti-anxiety, antidepressant. It could potentially even be antipsychotic, but I would doubt that that's the case, because she doesn't seem like somebody that would need something like that. However, sometimes on a very low scale, you may still need a small dose for certain reasons. But hearing that makes me wonder if that is a big part of her husband's manipulation, because people that deal with stuff and medication, and especially if she's someone who's ever had to involuntarily go and stay in a hospital for a little while because anything was going on, this man, it garners him a bigger level of control, so to speak, because a lot of times people in these situations will have other people use their illness or their symptoms against them and try to be like, oh, well, you were acting this way in this situation because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to paint it in ways to make sure that you can win the argument and you could be the person in power, and basically just try to make them think that they need you because they're dealing with all these things, and that's why they've acted this way, and that's why this has happened. I wouldn't doubt if this man has presented it in this way. I don't know. This is 100% speculation, because I don't know what meds she's taking, or there's even the other side of it. I've seen some people say that maybe this woman is friends with her but spoke with her husband and went there to purposely say on stream, have you taken your meds? So people will start to question, like, wait a minute, is she okay? Maybe it's something wrong. Maybe she hasn't been taking her meds and that's why she's doing this. So that becomes another side of the story. However, to me, I don't care if she's on meds, stop taking, whatever the case is. What I heard that man saying on that phone and the way that he acted and what he sent in those text messages, he is not a good guy. It doesn't matter if this woman is the most wildest, craziest, out there individual that needs 50,000 medications that she's skipped. That does not change what we saw and what we just experienced. So I don't know. This is a wild story. As it develops, we will definitely update. I want to see what you guys think down below. Comment. Talk to me, baby. I'm here. I'll catch you next video, homies.
I don't care about a struggle. I've been asking for a fight. I need adversity to thrive. I'm trying to crash before the flight. I got a lot of people doubting me. That's just been my life. So I learned to persevere and not react to what they type. It's been a long road coming. That's just what they write. But it's been feeling like it's real. So I've been asking for my light. Trying to shine until I can. If you ask me, I go twice, but I've been stuck in back the line trying to imagine what it's like. Come on.